I can't tell you how excited I am to be here. First of all, how do you feel today? How do you feel this morning? Feel good? Well, we're going to have some fun this whole day. We have a lot of exciting things to go over with you, and a couple things I want to say first. I usually never come up on stage with notes, but there are so many things that I wanted to tell you that I had to jot them all down. A few things first. This is the first time I've been to Hong Kong, and it definitely will not be the last time. I do promise you that I will be here at least once a year. Promise, okay? That's a given. A couple things. One is I want to just give some kudos to Anthony Kwan. I've had a chance to work with Anthony several times. Now, he was with me in Taiwan last year, in Taipei, and I just got to tell you something. We couldn't have a better leader, a better person to run this country, and he has all of your hearts in mind when he runs the business. I just wanted to, so happy to have Anthony Kwan on our team. And it was also very fitting and serendipitous that Vicki Lee was the first speaker. Vicki Lee is a true pioneer in Market America, Market Taiwan, Market Hong Kong, you name it. I wouldn't be here. None of you all would be here. None of the top leaders in the front row would be here. She's persevered. She's a true leader and a pioneer, so I wanted to just give Vicki Lee a round of applause. She's amazing. There's so many things I want to say. I have to tell you, one thing that is exciting as I get started with this is this event, believe it or not, is being broadcasted all over the world. All over the world. There are people from the States. JR and Lauren are watching right now via video stream, watching this event right as we speak live. My fiancée Maria, my daughter Mariah, many other people are watching it. So look, JR and Lauren are going to be here for the leadership school, all right? So let's say give a big round of applause for JR and Lauren. Say hi to them. It's evening. They can see you, I promise. They can see you, I promise. So it's evening in the States, but they are tuned in, and this is being broadcasted all over the world. Pretty neat, right? So here's another thing. Let's make sure, because they're going to be here for the event, let's make sure, Anthony and team, that we break records and sell more tickets for the next leadership school this weekend than we ever have. Is that a deal? Right? And more importantly, for your business, so you bring new people to this event to help grow and prosper your business. Is that a deal? We got a deal? Okay, great. All right. So many other things I wanted to say. So I never come up with notes here, Anthony, ever. All right. First time to Hong Kong. I got to tell you something. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, just beautiful. Beautiful people, wonderful people. I mean, when you wake up and you see the water, you see all of the big high rises, and then you see the mountains. It's like breathtaking. It reminds me of New York City. I was born in New York. It reminds me of New York City, but much more beautiful than New York City. So it's got this American, this age. It's got everything all in one. And it's just, I've only slept, let's see, I got here Tuesday. I think I've slept so far 4 hours. But it's okay, because you're giving me energy up here. But it is absolutely wonderful. There's so many things to be thankful for and so many things that we're doing to help grow your business. And I'm going to talk about that this morning. I'm going to talk about it this afternoon. What about the opening up of the new Hong Kong office? Has anyone seen it? It's incredible. I haven't seen it yet except for in pictures. I probably sent Anthony, he's probably tired of me emailing him and saying, can you send me new pictures of the office? I'm going to be there all day Monday. I'm going to spend time, so I'm here through Wednesday, and then I head to Taipei for the Taiwan event. So I'm just so excited. I'm just so excited, and I know that we are going to see more people grow in this business, more people be successful, because that's why I'm here. That's why we do what we do, is to make everyone here a success. So you ready to hear some new information? Yeah. All right, here we go. All right. Very interesting. I don't know. Okay, here we go. How many of you, if I had $1 for how many people ask me, James, can I sell products in markets that we're not open in? I get it all the time. Can I cultivate customers or build new customers in areas that we're not open in? Well, we got so tired of hearing that question that we have launched, and it's going to be live this week, global.shop.com. You want to hear more about it? All right. This has been something that's been in the works for a while, and there have been so many. It's taken a little longer than I wanted because there were a lot of things that we had to make sure were built the right way so you can explore and get new customers. Here's the beautiful thing. Imagine going on a vacation. Let's say you're going to, I don't know, I'll make up a country, Russia, for a trip, right? And you meet new people. Well, you wanted to talk about the products. You really couldn't. There wasn't an avenue or a way for you to do it. Now what I'm going to show you this week, it's going to go live, is you'll be able to show those people isotonic products or whatever products it might be, motives. And they can then go to your global.shop.com site and buy those products, and you get credit for them. All over the world, almost in about 200 countries. Here's how it works. So it's globalshop.com, global.shop.com. Here's how the site looks. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful site, and it's very simple to use. Now, if you're in the US or Hong Kong, okay, very simple. What'll happen is, and this is pretty neat too, because of the way the distribution works, they will be able to buy any of your consumers outside of Hong Kong will be able to buy any Market America branded product, and I said Market America branded product because it's easier for us to distribute through the distribution lines that we've set up to anywhere in those countries. Now, the neat thing about that is they get basically every product that the company offers worldwide. But they'll be able to get any Market America brand product from this site. The site is built very simple, and it's very user-friendly, okay? And that was part of the key to building this website. You can find any Market America product, comes up with beautiful banners on the site. We show you popular products on the site as well. And here's a really neat thing about this. Any people know anybody in Singapore? Right? How would you like to have your friends or customers buy from your global.shop.com site? You get BV and retail profit for selling to them. Watch how cool this technology is. So James, let's say you know someone in Singapore, which I know you do. I know you do, more than one. Just some, right? James tells, I'm going to use James as my go-to person here. I always do that for some reason. I always pick on James. I love him, though. Is James has customers in Singapore. What we do is when he goes, his customer goes to his computer, right, and goes to his global.shop.com address, we recognize he's coming from Singapore through IP detection. So it'll automatically default his ship-to destination to Singapore and default to the appropriate language. okay? If he's coming from, I don't know, let's say there's someone in Latin America that he knows. I'm just making up some examples. Let's say he's coming from Brazil. I'm making up a country. It would detect that that consumer, Vicky, is from Brazil, and it'll default it to a ship-to destination of Brazil and language of Spanish automatically. Really neat. Now, they can go in and change that. They can change where they want to ship to it, and they can also change the language setting on the site. Good so far? It gets better, I promise. All right. They can browse by category very easily through the top navigation bar, okay? And they can also search on the products. The neat thing about this site, and the thing I like about it, is we made it simple. It's just Market America branded products. There's no partner stores. There's no. Very simple for people to buy your bread and butter products. Very easy search, very easy to bring up the products, and very simple to buy those products. Very, very easy. And it's a very user-friendly experience for customers. So, once your customer finds what they're looking for and they want to go check out, we don't make them register as a customer. We built in technology to where it's intuitive. So what will happen is, let's say they buy some Modus Cosmetics, let's say they buy some isotonics, and they check out. Well, when they go to check out, and they click checkout, all we ask them for is their email and a password. Now follow me. When they check out, they have to give us information like where. Where do they want it shipped? And all other relevant information. So what do? To make the customer's experience seamless, we create a customer profile for them for you as they're checking out. So once they check out, they automatically become a customer of yours, okay? And then they keep coming to the site, and you get all the credit. Neat? Really neat, right? Okay. What about shipping? I'm going to hold the slides to sort of create anticipation. What about shipping? For the Asia Pacific region, for consumers, any products, this would make it, any orders over $50 are free shipping for all of your customers. Any orders over $50, free shipping for all of your customers. Free shipping over $50, okay? All right. What are other benefits of globalshop.com? You like what you're hearing? You like it? All right. You can expand your customer base internationally, right? You get, the attorneys make me write this, but now I can say things differently than how I put them in writing, but anytime a customer buys from your global.shop.com site, you get retail profit off of that sale, and you also get BV, which is credited towards your home country business. So now you can have customers all over the world and get retail profit and have the BV go right to your business wherever you choose to designate the BV. All right. Now, what's the cost? What's the cost? What do I have to pay for it? Absolutely nothing. It's free, okay? To any active distributor, we have included that as part of your subscription. So this is how it works. Let's say my hk.shop.com.hk address, my Hong Kong shop address, is /Marc. Once we turn this on live this week, you automatically, you don't have to do anything. You automatically get a global.shop.com/Marc address. So you don't have to worry about changing the name, anything. We automatically, seamlessly give you the name you already reserved, and we just add it to your global.shop.com address. Is that good? Exciting? Right? And that goes live this week. This week. That'll be at your fingertips this week. I really love that because it's been something for a long time that it's been a struggle for me to have to be able to explain to our field, who want to cultivate more customers. Now you can go on a vacation, right? Use it as a write-off because you're traveling and talking about and prospecting about the business, which also makes this business fabulous, okay? And now you can prospect customers at the same time. And what does that do for us? What does it do for the company? It lets us see how many customers Joanne and Nina and everybody here, I'm just excited about. It lets us see how many customers are in an area so we can start seeding the market and potentially opening up there. So, I mean, if I had $1 for how many people said, well, oh, I have a friend in Nigeria, when are we opening up? All right, well, now at least I can tell them, get them to be a customer on global.shop.com. Let them buy our products first, and then we can start getting a feel for that market. Good business? Good growth for you? Okay. All right. So that's step number 1, and that goes live this week. And I've got other goodies to show you today as well, all right? Now, as I said, it'll help the company know what consumers are growing in a particular market. But global.shop.com is one step in a 4-phase process of enabling you to explode the Asia-Pacific marketplace. You want to hear that? It's the first doorway, if you will, to opening that up. Phase 1 live this week. Now, it'll enable us to then grow an emerging market program. So that's what I'm going to talk about now. What is an emerging market? Okay? An emerging market provides the company a simple, streamlined process for opening up new markets with a very quick time to market. What does that mean? All right. I could tell you that there's probably a task list as long as this stage for what it takes to open up a country, okay? What does that mean? Working with the government, setting up operations, setting up a field force on the ground in the NMTSS. Anthony knows this. Regulations, what products. We have to reformulate products to get into a market. So the process typically is a 6 to 9 month process of opening that market, Vicki, because every market is unique. Every market is unique. So again, we sat down last year, and it was a huge strategic plan item for us is how can we get into markets faster? How can we let our franchise owners grow quicker? First step was globalshop.com. I think you all love that, and you will love it and use it. The second step was how could we get into a country that's starting to seed with customers faster? And the answer was the Emerging Market Program. By enabling us to open in an Emerging Market Program, then that gets us closer and closer to get into and open up that market fully. You following me so far? So let me show you how the EMP works. Or let me show you what countries we are currently open in right now, and then I'm going to tell you how it relates to the Asia Pacific, and you're going to love it. Okay, United States, Canada, Australia, Taiwan, Hong Kong, UK, Mexico. Those are all current market countries. But we also opened new EMP markets in the Latin America countries. You could actually, if you knew people, we're not fully open in these countries, but if you knew people in these markets, you could sign them up as unfranchised owners. Ecuador, Colombia, Costa Rica, Dominican Republic, Spain, okay? Now, and I'm going to show you how we thought this through. I mean, I can't even tell you, Andrew, how many meetings and strategic plan, because we've broken out by region. And I'm going to tell you, we handled the Asia Pacific a little differently, but I think that you'll be glad at what we decided to do. But what we did by opening up in the emerging markets, just in 2012 alone, we doubled the number of countries that unfranchised owners could become a part of this great company, okay? doubled it in 1 year. Doubled it in 1 year, okay? Let's go over some key points of emerging markets. And trust me, you got to really follow me here because I'm going to tell you in a minute what the plan is for the Asia Pacific, okay? The emerging market program, you see all these flags on here, okay? It enables distributors in all market countries to sponsor distributors in the EMP markets. And of course you can sponsor people in market countries, Nina, that we're already in already. Those EMP country distributors, so for example, in this case, let's use Ecuador or Spain. Those distributors are able to sponsor new distributors in market countries and in their own country as well. EMP countries get access to BV products. We don't do IBV there. We don't do partner stores. Why? We tried to reduce. Remember I told you there's a long list of things to open a country? One of the things that we looked at was how can we shrink that? How can we shrink that, let people build, Anthony, in those markets, while in parallel, we'll work on opening up that market. Pretty smart, right? That's the plan with the EMP. EMP distributors also get access to their back office, just like distributors in market countries. So, distributors in EMP countries will be able to earn BV commissions just like you in Hong Kong. They'll be able to earn a retail profit just like you do in Hong Kong. And again, it enables the company, because we'll set benchmarks in each country, and we will know at the time that it gets to a certain amount of distributors, Marion, and a certain amount of BV and sales, we're ready to open up. Good plan? Okay. You ready to hear how we're going to do it in Asia Pacific? Yes. Right? You want to hear that? All right, here we go. All right. All right. I know with translation you get it like about 5 seconds after. All right? So I'm already ready for that. All right? So if I tell a joke and you don't laugh, I won't take it personally. I promise. All right. Look at the plan for Asia Pacific. All right, here we go. All right. Global.shop.com is the first step, right? Check. Tick, check, whatever, done. All right? Second step, we are already working on this. Now, for the leaders in the group, don't worry, I got you covered on this too. One of the problems with global expansion, so take it for an example, someone in Hong Kong, all right, and they know people, James, in Taiwan, right? For people who are just building, Vicky, it's wonderful that you can earn a new stream of income, but when you're just getting started, it's tough. You got to build 2 organizations. Yeah, it rolls up, but it's separate banks. For people who have large organizations, it's wonderful, and we'll keep that intact. But for new distributors, Joanne, it's hard because they got to build 2 in Hong Kong and 2 in Taiwan. We're eliminating that process, so this is what we do. And leaders, we got you covered too. All right? Here we go. For people in the Asia Pacific, let's focus on Hong Kong, because in Taiwan I'll tell them the same thing. No need for global banks anymore. No need. So if you know people in Taiwan, you won't need to open a global unfranchise, pay for a subscription, qualify the center, and renew it every year. No need to do that anymore once we launch this. We are already in the process of developing this, already in the process, okay? Our goal, we're shooting for about July of getting this done. Second step, okay? If we can get it done sooner, we will. We are pushing as hard as possible, and we'll make it happen. So you won't need to open up a global bank. You won't need to pay a subscription. Won't need to pay $200, for the BV to qualify. Good so far? Okay, you following me? So you can automatically, when we turn this switch, you can now sponsor people in Taiwan or any country in the Asia-Pacific region. We are combining the Asia-Pacific region into one versus one-offs or one by one. And this is going to help, don't you agree? People who are getting their business going, all right. It enables you to earn commissions faster. Why? I start in Hong Kong. and I sponsor people in Taiwan. So all of my volume in Hong Kong and Taiwan will be combined, Nina, into one volume, so you can earn commissions faster instead of separately like it is now. Follow me? This is great for new people getting going. Now watch this, okay? Here are the current banks or the current state of the business that we're going to change. You've got Australia. We are going to include Australia as part of the Asia-Pacific region, okay? Alice, a lot of thought went into this, trust me, all right? Taiwan, of course, all right? Hong Kong, of course, okay? And those will all be, let me go back, those will all be part of the Asia-Pacific region, okay? One bank, one bank. So you sponsor people in Australia, you sponsor people in Taiwan, you sponsor people in Hong Kong, and you can earn commissions faster because we will consolidate and aggregate all of that volume into one. So newer people who are getting the business off the ground can start earning commissions faster. Currently, if I wanted to build in those 3 markets, even though, I place those people in a seamless organization, Alice, the volume accrues separately, right? So hard for the new people to get going. Now we combine it into one for them. Now, there are other great things. I talked about this. Right now, if I'm in Hong Kong and I want to sponsor somebody in Taiwan, I have to sign up at a global unfranchise, I have to qualify the center like I said, and then I have to renew it every year. If I don't do that, I can't even earn Taiwan commissions. You with me? But with the new program, you don't need to be global. You just sponsor them, and it's all one plan for them, okay? And if you wanted to go in all 3 markets, guess what? You'd have to do a global center in Taiwan, a global center in Australia. It's like crazy. No. Make it one. Make it easier for everybody. And you don't have to build multiple organizations. So you could sponsor those people, and it all counts towards one plan. For people like in the U.S., Vicki, a great way to look at this would be like U.S. and Canada, right? Right? You can sponsor people in the U.S. and Canada, and if you sponsor 2, those 2 count for activation. Same would work here. You sponsor 1 in Hong Kong, 1 in Taiwan who's qualified, you're activated. You with me? Does that sound great, right? All right. One Asia-Pacific commission plan. Sponsor any new distributor in the Asia-Pacific region and get the credit for the BV, earn commissions faster. Look, for the leaders, watch this. They're probably worried because some of them are earning multiple checks from different countries. Don't worry, we got you covered, okay? Because distributors who have earned commissions from multiple Asia-Pacific countries now, you're grandfathered, okay? So you're automatically grandfathered, you're good. But don't you think this is going to kickstart all the other people who want to grow in other countries in the Asia-Pacific region? There's no doubt it will. Make sense? Makes sense, right? Great plan. It's a win-win for everybody, and it simplifies everything for everybody as well. So go from managing multiple global centers. I haven't lost track of my time how much, but I'm in good shape. All right. I'm just excited to be here, so I get a little, start talking a little too much. Go from managing multiple global centers. Watch this. Right now, I'm in Hong Kong in the middle. I got to now go open up a global currently, and then I got to go open up in Australia if I want to do it. Go from this, what it is currently, by July, August the latest, we're pushing harder to get it done faster. All of it will be, look, you're in Hong Kong, and it all becomes seamless. It all becomes just one for you. One larger BV and IBV bank. How does that sound? I told you I got some goodies in my bag today. I got some extra goodies. Vicki, do you like this? Right? Needed, right? Really needed. All right. All one. All one. It works beautifully. You want more? All right. Globalshop.com, check, done this week. This is being worked on, the Asia-Pacific unification. So we'll have that in place July, hopefully sooner, August, worst case scenario. One thing I can guarantee you, and that's why we need to break records for ticket sales for the leadership, because Jaron and Lauren are coming. We need to bring more new people there, is because that'll be in place by the next event, okay, and before the next event, but I'm just trying to build it up. Thirdly, in parallel to doing this, so global unification of Asia Pacific, in parallel to that, pretty much soon right thereafter, pretty quickly, we're going to open up in some Asia Pacific EMP countries, okay? So this is going to happen, August is what we're shooting for, okay? We're going to open up in these countries. Philippines, that makes perfect sense because we were opened at one time. So they will be part of the Asia Pacific region, of your region, in one global plan. You with me? Philippines will open up right after Asia Pacific unification. Panama, because it's an easy one for Latin America, so that'll be more. New Zealand will open up, which will be great for people in Australia, right? And again, New Zealand will be part of this one global plan. Joanne, you follow me? One global plan. And then the mother lode, really, or the big one is, we'll open up in Singapore as well. All right? Sound good? So, Global Shop this week, working on Asia-Pacific unification. Right pretty much thereafter, we will open up in New Zealand, Philippines, and Singapore right after. And what does that do for you? It's one bank for all of these people, and you can grow into it. The great thing is, by doing this in stages, you can start building customers there, right? And then we unify it, and then we go right here and open up these countries. The fourth step, it gets even better. It gets even better than this. The fourth step, Andrew's going to talk to you about shortly. That's the Global Unified MPCP. The way that works is like mind-blowing. This is one JR pulled out of his calculus engineering days or something. Because what it does, it enables you to build in multiple regions. So if you're in Hong Kong and know people in the U.S., it'll enable you to use some of your U.S. people to count towards your Hong Kong country business. It's crazy ridiculous. I mean, it's like Einstein work. It's crazy. And Andrew's going to talk to you about that. That's step 4. So it only gets better over the next year. You excited about that? I am. And so before you know it, based upon this plan, by enabling us to grow in these markets, utilizing Global Shop, EMP, Asia-Pacific unification, we can really grow across the world much faster. And the purpose of this is enabling you to grow your unfranchised business to new heights. How does that sound? Well, I hope you're not tired of me, because I'll be back up on stage towards the end of the day, and I've got more tricks up my sleeves, more new things to show you. But I just want to again tell you, I'm really, really excited to be here. I'm humbled to be here. I love each and every one of you, and I'll see you this afternoon. Sound good? All right. Thank you so much. Thank you.